Alright, so much Barrister Mbasia. While we're processing the casualties that human cost of the ongoing war in Ambazonia, we're also mourning the loss of two significant figures in the struggle. We're talking about Endeley and the VP, Mr. Eric Ateh. We see the government of the Southern Cameroons has sent a communique with respect to this information, and in loving memory, it says condolence announcement in loving memory of Mr. Eric Ateh, Vice President of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia in exile. It is with profound sorrow and heavy heart that the government of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia in exile announces the passing of Mr. Eric Ateh, our esteemed Vice President, patriotic son and resolute freedom fighter. Mr. Ateh's unwavering dedication to the liberation struggle of the Southern Cameroons was marked by courage, discipline, and integrity. He stood at the forefront of our international diplomatic engagements, championing the cause of justice for our people with unmatched clarity and conviction. His transition is a tremendous loss to our nation, especially at a time when his wisdom and leadership were most needed. We extend our deepest condolence to his family, friends, and the entire Ambazonian community around the world. May his legacy of sacrifice, service, and unshakable belief in our right to self-determination continue to inspire generations. Rest in power, Mr. Vice President. Sincerely, Dr. Martin Mungwa, the Secretary of State for Communications and IT. Well, that is not all. We also have another condolence message for that of Endeley, our ABC TV director. It's in loving memory of Emma Endeley, Director General of ABC Networks 24. It is with deep sadness that ABC 24 Global Media Network announces the homegoing of our beloved Director General, Emma Endeley, on June 15th. A towering matriarch, principled communicator, and unflinching mother of the Ambazonian liberation struggle. Emma served with distinction as the founding voice behind ABC 24's vision to inform, inspire, and mobilize Ambazonians across the globe. Her wisdom, spiritual strength, and unyielding commitment to truth in journalism uplifted a generation of freedom-loving Southern Cameroonians. Her passing leaves a void not only in the media landscape but in the hearts of all who knew her as a symbol of integrity and motherly leadership. We extend heartfelt condolences to her family, her colleagues at ABC 24, and the worldwide Ambazonian community mourning this great loss. Farewell, Maia. Your light shines on. Sincerely, Dr. Martin Mungwa, Secretary of State, Communications and IT. Barrister Mbasia, looking at this critical moment where we're losing two patriots, not just any, but who have been instrumental to the cause of Ambazonia's freedom. What are the words you have to say to Ambazonians as a form of encouragement, and what do you think this might mean for the struggle in general? Barrister Mbasia.
Well, I don't know whether I have the courage to say anything, but since you give me the opportunity, I would try to say it. The passing of these two giants is too emotional, very, very emotional for us to carry. It's a big burden, the burden of liberation. We don't know why God has done this to us, that we will lose two giants within a space of 1 day, 2 days, and 2 hours. That is too much for us to bear. But is this news? Is this new? No. You see, we all weep, we all cry. But let us be encouraged. Let us say that for each drop of tears that would drop to mourn these two giants, they should be behind that single drop of tears a tone of encouragement. We should be encouraged to move on. Because history shows that all revolutions like that end like that. These people are dead, all in the United States, but they are dead in the war front. They are in the battlefield, and they have died there. This is not being against that. Ours is not the first. Let us go back to the Bible ground, look for the first revolution that ever existed and succeeded. Remember the story of the movement of the Israelites, called them the Jews, from Egypt to the Promised Land. Do you know where the Promised Land was? Those who started the movement will know of Moses. They crossed the Red Sea, but they never saw the promised land. So they are like Ma in Emma and VP that who have crossed the Red Sea were in the wilderness. They have not seen the promised land. But we shall get to the promised land because we believe wherever they rest, they will not forget where they ended. They ended up in the wilderness. They ended in the desert, struggling to free themselves, struggling to free their people, struggling to do what every human race like the Jews did when they left Egypt. And so it is very, very sad. We did not expect this to happen, but it has happened. Was it new? No, it was not predictable. Most people, very often people die during revolutions. The only thing that you don't know is who will die first or who will die last. We don't know the names, but people will fall. And I think that's why these two people are falling. That should not discourage us. We pray for their rest in peace. We pray for them to repose wherever they are. But let us take courage from what they did, from their strength, from the stamina they exerted in this struggle. They were untiring, they were unwavering. And so let us take that as the spirit of hope, as the spirit that pushes us forward, and pray that they did not die in vain, that they have died in a struggle that was worth, and it is still worth its goal. And so it's too bad for us, but again, it has happened. We have to be encouraged by their resilience to move on without them physically, but bear in mind that they are with us spiritually wherever they find themselves. Over to you.
The next report, we see that